friends, this is Sadiq Ali. Today I am demonstrating here about Sonar plugin which has been released by MuleSoft, and it's work as an open source project, but extending support need to contact with the MuleSoft professional services for it. Okay, so let's go over there. They have provided all the steps right over here, how to configure and how to implement plugin, how to make a plugin in your Sonar Cube on your local on-premises instance. Okay, let's go to the one by one. Okay, I have downloaded this binary in my local environment, and that is here. I have downloaded over here, and then I need to create a project that I can include in my Sonar Cube instance as a plugin. Okay, so once you install here, you have to go to the location. If you see that location I have kept over here, and you can see that complete, this is complete a MuleSoft project. It have some Java codes and all regarding that. Okay, but and to make it as a plugin, you need to create you need to execute the command to make it as a jar file, which I can include in my SonarQube installations. Okay, or instance. I once I execute this command, let me go and here, let me check. I go, I can find the command Maven from here, and I can execute this command. Okay. Let's see what will happen. This is creating right now. It's creating a jar file, which is a Mule4 based jar file, and got the file, got the jar file. Okay, this jar file I need to copy in my SonarQube plugin folder. Okay, so I go over there. This is let me go to Sonar, and you can see now. Let's go and see the location where you have to copy this plugin which we have just created to support MuleSoft code rules in SonarQube. Okay, so I right now I am over here, and I have to go this location. You can see this location is Sonar extension. Okay, then go to the plugin, and I have already copied this file, but just I want to show you over here. So you can see the MuleSoft validation SonarQube plugin 1.02 mule.jar. Okay, the same file I have already copied over here. Okay. Apart from that, you need to copy uh, these two files. Although it not required to keep rule -3.xml file, but um, this jar is expecting both files should be there. Either is required or not required. Hence, I would suggest to keep this one. Definitely, you should keep updating, keep um, updating the project. But just to keep those two rules to support a plugin in SonarQube. Okay. Apart from that, you can go over here, and these two files you can copy from here. The link they have already provided. You can copy from this location and from this location. Okay, so these are the files which already have the rules over here, which I have already explained in my last video to create a custom rule for MuleSoft code. Okay, same kind of statement they have already created over here. Okay, but it's a MuleSoft plugin, and definitely it's very stable uh, other than doing manual. But these are the rules which right now available in MuleSoft. Okay, this is done. Okay, and I have already copied in my location, the plugin location, and I have restarted my Sonar. Okay, Sonar restart process the same. You have to go to the bin and the Linux installation, and then you have to restart Sonar and the Sonar.sh and restart, and it will restart automatically, and then it starts reflecting in your Sonar. Okay, let's go and see the where it will reflect. Okay, you have to first of all you have to go to the in the Sonar installation and go to the XML. Okay, first put the admin, then go to the XML, and then you have to remove the XML instance part from this XML rules. Okay, so we the then XML is not going to validate the XML rule is a out of box rule which is available in Sonar, that is not going to validate your XML code, that is your MuleSoft code. Okay, so I have removed this one. Okay, and now after copying the binary this plugin and these two rules, you can see that and after restart you can see this is being populated over here. Okay, you can find the easily this the new rule is being is reflecting in the list of Sonar instance. Okay, so this is done. I'm not creating any quality gates, and for that just keeping the everything is normal right now. Definitely you can modify it based on your requirement, and then you have to you can go to the um, quality profile. You can see that all the quality profile is available right now. Okay, definitely if you want to create your own custom MuleSoft, I have already created just for validating it, but it's not required. You can configure based on your requirements. Okay, so that's it. That's just done. Okay, apart from that you have to configure uh, this profile in your setting.xml file in your Maven repository, Maven folder. Okay, so I have already copied it here. It's running in my local instance. Hence I just kept it is like that. Okay, and now I'm going to save here. That's done. Apart from that, and this is my application right now. It this is running in Mule 4, and if I check the rules, what the rules they have, you can see that rules are like none of the things need to be configured and hard coded, and things are not should be using API kit if the listener is there. Okay, and subflow naming convention, flow naming convention, credentials, or the encryption decryption like that, and transformation should have payload should be externalized with the DWL file. Okay, so they have already created almost 21 cases in Mule 3, Mule 4, and similarly in 11 in Mule 3 itself. Okay, so now I have my code over here. Okay, I have let me I have code I have developed this code for testing purpose only. Okay, let's go and execute the command. Okay, to just validate the code. And you can see this is my code. Let me go there. I have copied there just to validate it. Definitely, it's can be validated anywhere, but this is the my VM instance, so I just validating here just to demonstrate right now. But it's not required to copy in somewhere. Okay, this is the command which I'm going to execute to validate my code. This all this need to can be configured in your POM file, and it's not required as I already provided in not settings.xml file, but definitely I'm just giving just to be sure what I have done. Okay, let me execute the command. Okay, I have executed command to validate my code. Okay, let's see. As in my last video, I have demonstrated custom rules. Same steps being followed over here. It's not required to have multiple places configuration, but it's very simple and straightforward to configure a small amount of configuration in your code and your system. So it will perform very well. You can see that it's already done. Okay, let's go to the sonar right now. If you click here, this is the your project, MuleSoft project. You can see this is my MuleSoft project. Okay, and you can see the bugs, vulnerability, depth. Why? What is that? Bugs and vulnerability and smell, or smell like something like that. Okay, because they all is defined over here is measure, and it's code smell or it's a code smell. You can see the bug. You can see the bug. Okay, all is there, so definitely you can modify based on your requirement. Okay, but it's configurable. You can modify it here, and definitely it works. Okay, apart from that, you can try to add new rule, and that will work as well based on the its efficiency. You need to validate this whatever rules you are creating, that should perform exactly as required. Okay, that's it. Excellent plugin has been released by MuleSoft. I really appreciate them, and they are really taking care a huge pain point. Definitely for the whole team, not for only architects. It's very good thing. Okay, that's it. Just visit just to go to the this plugin, and definitely you will find the code which is all the steps and the plugin which has been released by MuleSoft. Excellent job done, MuleSoft. Thank you.